It's the end of the day. It's time to close up shop. However, something tells you to stay back for a bit. For the next hour or two, you'll be staying after hours. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Double After Hours podcast. It's a new project that we've been working on, and it's hopefully it goes pretty well. I'm Aaron Gresser. I'm here with Charles Robinson.
Hello.
Bryce Guskovic.
Howdy, howdy.
And Shane Siegel.
Hey, how's it going?
And
finally,
what?
already off to a
Already,
good
thank you,
Already
Bryce.
off to a
Radio
good
show.
start. I was gonna say,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt. I was
That's
gonna
okay.
say we finally got around to it. We've been making this joke since year one,
Yes.
Like day one.
like
Almost
yeah,
day
pretty
one,
much,
yes.
of the show, and we finally got around to it. Now back to what you were saying, Aaron.
Yes. This is a new project. I was going to actually tap off of that. It's a new project we're working on, and I think it's going to go well.
Tap off of it?
I have high hopes. Yeah, tap off.
For a living.
Oh,
He's smiling so much.
yeah, he is.
Why are you smiling like that?
What do you mean tap
showing
off?
off
That's
those
not
curly-
something I've ever heard a human being say.
Showing off those pearly
Tap
whites.
off.
What does it sound like? What does tap off mean to you? Like that? Like knock on wood, or
Like no, it's like a very physical, like hand down tapping, like when you're playing poker and you're like
Oh, like
Right,
you're calling,
like you're calling. That's
Okay.
what I think of when I hear tap off. It's not
Okay.
something I've heard a human
I
say.
was thinking more like when you're like, I don't know, like top off, like a drink. Like I was thinking more like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Anyway.
I agree with Charlie.
Anyways, moving right along. It is Charlie. You want to tell us a little bit about what the podcast is all about? Because this is kind of your your baby for the past
this is
few weeks.
Yeah, this has been my baby for the past few months because, like Bryce was saying, is that we wanted to do this for a while. Shane and Bryce get off your phones, and we've been wanting to do this for a while. And
We're already on phone.
I'm trying to look at the schedule. Okay.
Let's try to find out how to turn off notifications because my leader keeps on texting me from about
Yeah,
the worship
Bryce,
team.
stop.
tell him to
Sending
quit
me-
yapping.
Yeah, he's yapping on me through Snap. You see?
That too.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway,
Anyways.
back to me yapping. But this has kind of been my baby for the past few months. And basically, if you know us from the radio show, which you most likely do if you're listening to this is kind of a after hours, like this is us more chilled out. This is us kind of more laid back. And you're going to get us to know us a little more personally on this show rather than on the radio show. Because on the radio show, we're kind of all action, all the time, all energy because it's drive time. Well, here, we're a bit more laid back. We're a bit more, I don't want to say subtle because I don't think any of us can be subtle.
Yeah,
But-
no.
Yeah.
Especially not
Me and
these two
Shane are
over here.
losing it in the corner, making faces at each other like idiots.
Just make out already, dude. But anyway. What? Shane, what are you doing? It wasn't an offer.
It was an invitation
It was a command.
It was an order.
because you guys
Chancellor Palpatine.
order
is like-
69.
Good soldiers follow order.
Exactly.
Because you guys couldn't see it, he was showing off the socks that he was wearing. To where Charlie replied, "Shane, what are you doing?"
I
I thought he was gonna start taking them off.
The shoes are off.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Shane's girlfriend. I'm not sorry.
Oh boy.
How many jokes are we gonna make towards Shane's girlfriend? I've already made mine. Where
I didn't
You
even
were
know.
making a lie.
I heard his jerk was.
My what? Excuse me?
Guys, it's already been like however long, and Bryce is
It's already
already.
been almost 4 minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryce is losing his mind over here. Charlie is just so concerned with a weird smile on his face, and Aaron's just chugging down on his Mountain Dew.
Yes, I'm just sitting back and watching the ride.
No, we're not.
I'm trying.
No, we're
you?
not.
I'm not trying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Air
His
quotation
what was I even
around
gonna
the
say?
emphasis.
His-
On the trying, I was.
air quotation on the emphasis. Oh my gosh, I love this.
This is great.
Charlie's joke, not jerk, was much more like,
Out of pocket.
yeah, versus mine was just not apologizing for stealing the boyfriend. There is a
Right.
dynamic there.
Exactly.
From context on what my joke was, I said that during the purge, I would steal Shane's girlfriend and leave Shane out to die.
Yeah, and my girlfriend got a kick out of that, and she liked that too.
There you go.
And also,
Shows what she thinks of that situation.
and last Friday, if anybody,
Yeah, as of this recording, we're recording this
on Monday, March 11th.
March 11th.
Yeah, so I guess
So last Friday,
What, the
which
7th?
was I think
No, it's the 8th. It was the 8th.
Yeah, the 8th.
Yeah.
My girlfriend was on the show, and she had a blast being in here.
Yeah,
Let's go. The first member of the female community to join our show.
Okay, Joe Robinson. Okay.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, she was telling me that she had a great time. It was good to meet you guys, and hopefully one day she can come back on the show again, even if we call in from Holland too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love to have her back on.
For sure.
It's very chaotic. I already edited one of the highlights from that show. It's the one about flashing. Shane, if you remember
What did I miss?
you missed the
You
show.
missed out on
okay,
so much.
Charlie.
The first time we have a female on the show, they're talking about flashing and stealing chicks. What's going on?
In my defense, I was the one who made the joke. But anyway.
That's not a defense,
But
Charlie.
here's the thing. I was doing this with the lights.
Yeah, visualize what you're saying, Shane.
Yeah. Well, okay. So like, I have my hands.
Yeah.
Like, and they're over by like the other side of the board, and I'm just like moving them around, like pretending like it's the lights flashing.
The phone. We have 2 phone lines here, and then we have lights that light up when somebody calls the phone.
Exactly that. So I was doing that, and then Aaron is just giving me a smug look, like he's doing right now. He's like, Shane, what are you doing? And then Charlie made the flashing joke.
Yeah, because we were like, I was trying to like pretend like the light was flashing. I said, that kind of flashing. Okay.
And then everybody just starts losing their minds.
And everyone loses their minds.
Everyone loses their mind.
But my point was that I made that highlight the other day, which I guess as of this recording will probably already be up. And it was a very chaotic recording session because, wow, everyone was just talking all the time.
I know. You just might have to put, like, unintelligible, like...
No, because, like, why? But anyway.
That's what's nice about this board that we have, the little behind the scenes here. It records every single microphone as an individual track.
Right.
So if we want to mute somebody in the recording, all we do is just take them out.
Charlie.
Whoop. What did I do to you today?
The one highlight about Michigan basketball.
Oh, no.
And then Aaron's
That was
just
a great
chanting,
highlight.
That was a great highlight.
It was a great... I worked really hard on that one.
No, that
I had
one
to
was
get
good.
it right.
Yeah, that was good.
I worked really hard at that one.
What?
Just pull out the nerd emoji.
Oh,
It's just
no.
like the...
I was actually working really hard on that. I love that nobody can see a thing you're doing, and that's just audio. That was just audio.
Context. Shane like pushed up his lips and let like his
Same with
upper
Charlie.
and like his upper teeth and just went to school. Like
Went to school? That's not saying. You can't say, "Oh yeah, I went to school." That either sounds like a felony or stupid. There is no in between.
Oh, Charlie, are you like... Do you go to school, or you just show up just for fun?
I'm not allowed.
Can't show up to school for fun, Shane.
That's...
Can you tell that we weren't the top of our class?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still not.
I was valedictorian, if you guys can't tell.
Yeah, I was a valedictorian, which would be cool. Exact opposite.
I was still not graduated, actually.
I was still not with that grammar. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we might need to get a... Bryce is now losing his mind
Getting such a
again.
kick out of this. This is great.
This is the stuff that we can't really do on the show.
We can't.
because
Yeah.
How we can't just keep on yapping. It can't be Yap City.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not,
Normally be like
it's not
next great
National
song or
Yap
something.
Day.
When is National Yap Day?
It was the other day.
Yeah, it was
Dang
the
it.
other day, and
That highlight's already on the Instagram.
yeah, it is. And
Alright.
in that highlight, Charlie's just laughing.
It was so fun.
off.
Like I heard Aaron or whoever
It was Aaron.
It was
say
a
National
Yap
Yap Day,
Day.
and I immediately lost it.
Yeah, I was losing it too. I'm just like, this day is dedicated to Charles Robinson.
Yeah, the best way I
happy day of yapping.
The best way I can visualize my reaction to National Yap Day was the hyena from The Lion King, Ed, when he starts laughing hysterically. That's like the best way I can describe it.
Golden.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Charlie is
Yeah.
a hyena. Can't confirm.
I mean,
Real.
all right. I guess that's the allegation. That's the next
Better
one.
than my allegations.
All right, welcome back to Charlie's long list of allegations. Always at the top is Charlie Gay, still
Yes.
pending. Number 2.
What was that?
Hey!
Yeah. Throw it backwards with it. Yeah.
Grr. But anyway, yeah, back to allegation number 2. I'm a hyena.
Yes.
I don't know. Aaron, you have some allegations.
I do have some allegations.
What are
We
they?
all
Not
do.
stopping for brake checkers.
Yeah, that's not an allegation. That's a fact. I still never want to drive with you again.
Fact. Right.
I think
right.
you guys can trust me with driving.
No,
I've
I
never been in a
can't.
car with you, and it's
Keep it
kinda
that way.
scary.
Oh, good, because I can go 100 down 96.
Okay.
I-96.
Only.
I've hit 110 before.
I don't think I got here on time.
Oh my gosh, that was
that was crazy actually. Yeah.
getting on and off the freeway nearly resulted in accidents.
Yeah.
Okay.
People just wouldn't like get out of my way. Like,
People like more than usual.
That's so mean. Like,
no.
They wouldn't get out of my way.
Like legitimately, it wasn't even really Charlie's fault. It was like people wouldn't decide that they were merging, so they were driving in half the lane at half the speed limit.
Oh, okay.
And like more than usual, like staying in the half lane.
Yeah.
So Charlie's trying to decide whether to turn or to just brake, but there's people behind us honking and flipping us off, and so it was
Charlie's
Charlie's
terrible.
very indecisive.
No, I'm not. It's just I made the decision to do this, Shane.
Yeah, I can tell.
Shane,
Charlie?
if I wasn't decisive, this wouldn't get done.
Yeah.
For those who can't see, they're pointing at each other and staring each other dead in the eyes, like a really awkward Rhett
Listen,
and Link
Shane.
skit.
Charlie,
Our life
I
is
got a
filled with
question.
choices.
I got a question. How's the weather?
One's pointing with his
know.
hands and one's pointing with his fingers. This is a battle.
Why did
Oh, yeah.
all the wind was taking out of my sails when he asked me a simple
Simple question.
Well, that's
How you
okay.
doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Dude, I watched the Friends
Lovely weather
episode
happened.
last night with Dan DeVito.
Oh,
Because
really?
I think they played it because they knew he's going to be at the Oscars. It's the one where Dan DeVito pretended to be a stripper.
Oh, might have to hire Danny DeVito now.
It was great.
Premium services.
Exactly. I pay extra to have Danny DeVito.
Have him crawl out of your couch.
No, I
Crawl on my couch. Like
Crawl out of.
out of the.
Have y'all not seen that clip?
No, I have.
Crawls out of. It was big on Reddit a couple years ago. Where he crawls out of the couch butt naked.
Was it from Always Sunny or was
I don't remember what it was from. I just remember it blew up on Reddit. And it was really funny.
Of course, we're Reddit.
Reddit's just like, oh, he's one of us.
Yeah, he's one of us. He's a Redditor.
That's where Danny DeVito got his popularity. I swear. Like his meme popularity.
He's been on all. To be fair, like if you look at his roles, right? Always Sunny. He's done so many things on that show. He's the Penguin. Like
I am the Lorax.
probably yeah, he is the Lorax.
Which I did. We did. My girlfriend and I did rewatch the Lorax.
Did you like it?
It's still good.
No.
Well, in a sense, but like,
Dude, they made
it's
the
just,
once
it's funny.
hipster in that movie.
It's funny because it has Danny DeVito in it.
And Mr. O'Hare is actually just a hood
correct.
classic.
Yeah. I mean, how bad can I possibly be?
I mean, this podcast.
I say let it die. Let it die. Let it die.
Bryce just went into the song and then he just like stopped. He's just like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay.
I didn't know you were pretending to be the public opposites of BP. That's crazy.
I didn't see you guys vibing with it, so I just kind of stopped.
That's okay.
That's all good.
Do you want to like jump in what the heck this? How long is this cold open, man?
We are officially 13 minutes in.
Oh my
That's
gosh!
good.
But anyway,
Yep.
All right, let's move on to it.
yeah. So in terms of what the heck this episode is, I think you guys have gotten a pretty good introduction to who we are as a group. But in terms of people, I think we got to start getting a little individual. So I'm going to start with you, Aaron, because well, you're running this. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who am I?
Who am I? What do you do? Who do you like? Who do you not like?
Nobody.
Shoe size,
Pick which one that's an answer for. But nobody.
sexual preferences.
Affiliations with any groups.
What does you mean by that? What does this man?
I always knew why Shane's hair was matted down. He had a certain mask he was keeping secret from us. Stop snorting. You can't.
Yeah, we're all losing our minds here, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeez.
Oh, good. So much for chill podcast. Oh my.
We're having fun
We're
here.
having fun. We're having fun.
Yes, we are. All right,
good,
Aaron,
Shane?
go
You good?
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Aaron Gresser. I'm obviously a radio show host. I've been doing this on WPON since May 5th, 2022.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of fun. It's not over, but I say that like it's over, but it's not. We're still kicking.
Yeah. As of this recording, we're still kicking.
As of this recording, yes. But it's been a lot of fun. I started out in high school. In 2020, I started listening to radio more and more and more and more. And the more I listened to it, the more I loved it. I started listening to the host and everything, and I was like, you know what? I didn't know what I wanted to do at that point. I had no idea what I wanted to do in life. At that moment, I was like, I want to be a radio host. So after high school, almost after high school was over, I got the the application for WPON and filled out the info and started it with John. And John Davenport is the first co-host on this show.
Not the last.
Not the last though. But he and I did the show and everything. And then after I went to Specs Howard and graduated, pretty much top of my class in broadcast media arts. So I have
All five of you.
So it's 5 people. Only one
7.
can remain. It's only
Nice.
7 people. Only one.
That's a highlight.
But no, it was a fantastic class. I'm still in contact with a lot of my teachers in there, and so, but it's been going great so far, and I've been loving this, and especially doing podcasting now, moving into what the kids are listening to, I guess.
The cool kids.
How do we reach these kids? This is how, with the podcast. So that's kind of me. I've been, just a radio fan and, radio DJ for a long time. Personal hobbies, I like playing video games. I like listening to music, obviously. I'm a big music collector and fan. And, yeah. I'm also, apparently, I've been dubbed the bad driver.
Apparently.
I've seen your cry.
I don't even have a license and I'm better.
Wait, I thought you said you had a license.
Me and Bryce
he got a car. You got a car, but no license.
Me and Bryce almost got sent to the Shadow Realm twice today, and he's still.
Yeah. Thanks to Charlie's driving.
It wasn't my driving.
Anyways,
moving on.
But I guess it's my turn to yap.
Yes.
Anyway, so hi, I'm Charlie. In terms of what the heck I do at this whole shindig, I am the social media manager of the AA Revolving Door Show. I joined in June 9th of 2022. I believe that was my first show.
Yep.
It was a thing where I joined just kind of because I thought it looked fun. Like I didn't really have a full out plan. Like this is exactly everything I want to do.
Yeah.
But I joined during the summer. I went to college because I go to college in Iowa. Obviously, the show is based in Michigan. So it's a whole. There was a bit of time there, quite a bit of time there, where I just wasn't doing the show just because I didn't have the capability of doing it. But whenever I came back to Michigan for breaks, I always wanted to do the show. And, eventually I had to have a serious talk with myself. Like, I think I could do something good here. Yeah. I think I could entertain people by yapping. And here we are now. But, Bryce, why are you moving your tongue like that?
Don't worry about it.
That's so weird.
Shane was petting his foot. Shane was petting my foot. I had my foot still. My foot was still.
These allegations.
Something else wasn't.
These allegations are getting out of hand. Anyways, Charlie.
Shane, you caused it. But anyway.
Charlie, please continue.
Yeah, sure. All right. But... I was trying to get all emotional here, and Shane's over here playing footsies with Bryce.
No, you just did it. Now we're even.
Dude, just make out already, man. But anyway.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Oh man.
That's right. So I've been, and ever since I had that conversation with myself, I want to say it was since Thanksgiving of 2023, because we're recording this in 2024. I've been more consistent. I started doing the show, I guess technically full time as much as anyone. I'm on 3 days a week. I started really focusing on the social media aspects. That's honestly how we've started to grow a bit more in terms of followers, in terms of views. We've been finally kind of getting there. Let's see it grow more. I make all the highlights that you can kind of check out on those social medias on the show, and it's great. In terms of who I am personally, I'm very weird. We all know that based on what we've listened so far.
Oh, yes.
And
true.
I'm loud, I'm energetic, I'm fun, I'm not afraid to have a conversation. In terms of my hobbies, I do a lot of stuff. I obviously radio, voice acting, whatever you want to call it, that is one of my loves. I go to college for creative writing and screenwriting, so writing is probably my first love right now. Sorry, you're number 7. But,
wow.
Backing order. But,
wow.
Hey, yo, keep your mouth not gaped. You gotta save that for
Zip the lip.
But zip the lip. And zip everything else.
Being anti-yapped.
Yeah.
The anti-yap.
No yapping
the
allowed for
anti-yap
Bryce.
equation. But, I watch movies. I watch shows all the time. What are you doing with my shirt?
He's just showing the Marvel logo. So
Stop tickling my armpit.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what that was.
For context,
Get your paws away from me, you dirty ape! I don't want to.
all right, for context, Charlie's yapping over here, and
Thanks,
it is
Shane.
oh, you're welcome. And his shirt was off, so Bryce reached over.
Wasn't off.
Well, no,
Bugging me the whole time.
No, it was odd. It flipped.
Yeah, there you go.
Bryce flipped the sleeve to show off the Marvel logo because Charlie's wearing a Captain America shirt.
I am.
And Charlie's just over here dude, what are you doing? Why are you trying to tickle my armpit?
Thanks for the play-by-play, Shane.
Oh,
Play-by-play
time.
What exactly just happened?
Back to you, Charlie.
An
Back to
egomaniac.
your emotional. My first love is not Bryce. It's writing.
I don't know, man. There's competition. But anyway,
with
point-
cheese.
The man upstairs.
He's okay, but
Off the show.
Charlie, the door.
Banish.
yeah. But anyway, back to my yap time. I'll wrap it up because I'm sure Bryce and Shay want to talk. But
Yap the yap.
Yap the yap. That's pretty good actually. But I love action figures. I love video games. I love movies and TV. I'm a big comic guy. I love Marvel. I love DC. Bryce and Shane are taking a nap. Generally, if it's kind of weird, it's kind of nerdy, I'm going to have some sort of opinion on it. So I think that's me.
Right before we get to Bryce real quick, I just want to say, I love the station where we're at, WPON. It's a great opportunity for us to be able to be on the air, but there's a lot of things that some people, like listeners, obviously don't know about. Like we don't have a marketing team. We don't have a sales team. We don't have
just me.
anything like that. So, at the Revolving Door, the Revolving Door Media, I guess, is what we kind of are. We have, we're a team. We all put in our part for the show, and we just make it happen.
Yeah.
And then we come on the air and we do our thing, and then highlights, of course, you work on that. We appreciate all the highlights that you've made for all of our pages and everything. And it's great that we have this, this show and this team to come together and make the Revolving Door happen. But anyways.
Exactly.
Bryce's
turn.
All right, folks. So, I'm Bryce Koskovic.
No way.
No way. I thought your name was Lice Shumptovich.
Shove it in.
Okay, anyways, so back to introducing myself.
Mine. I get to interrupt yours at least once.
Karma.
Shane, you paused like half an eat. I don't want to hear anything from you. Just because you're new doesn't mean I won't make fun of you.
I was going to say Jother.
I was going to say Jew.
We're not bringing back Jew. Wait, hold on. Okay, anyways.
Dude, anti-Semitism is a big problem right now, man.
And I'm a Kanye fan. What are you going to blame me for?
So many things. That's a good question, actually.
No, old.
All right,
Anyways.
Bryce's views on Jews were closed on Sundays.
Oh, Lord.
Charlie's on a roll.
Things we can't say on the show.
That was a good joke. That
was funny. Okay, so I'm Bryce. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to go from there. I don't want to say resident rocker, because we got Aaron here. He loves his rock music too. But
you're a resident slash enthusiast.
Slash enthusiast. Resident jewelry enthusiast.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, I am currently wearing 4 rings, a watch, a bracelet, a necklace,
Not a wedding.
wallet chain, all of the above.
Yeah.
I like to be flashy.
Okay.
So,
What is he
Charlie's
holding
about
back?
to make a joke.
Charlie,
No,
say it.
I'm not.
We can take it out and cut.
I'm holding it back. I'm not saying the flashing joke. I'm not.
Yeah,
doing
he
it.
did it last Friday.
So back to my flashingliness. Charlie, that facial
asked for
expression was peak. So, I enjoy playing guitar a lot. I play guitar a lot. Play guitar a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a music enthusiast, given my album of the week that I do on the show. If you're not familiar with the new segment that I've started, where I just, rank my album of the week. I listen to a lot of albums in a week, a lot of songs in a week. So it's always hard to narrow it down to just one. Jeez, my Spotify playlist, I think, is like 300 hours.
Yeah.
It's
sent it to me before.
It's some 2,000 songs. It's crazy. I am very involved with my youth group and stuff, so that's why I'm gone a lot during summers and stuff.
Right.
Because I'm always at camps. I'm on trips. I'm helping churches
Moving.
with this and that. I'm moving around. My mom always calls me Mr. Nationwide.
Not Mr. 305.
So
Mr. Worldwide! Mr. Worldwide!
no, not yet.
Pitbull just walks right through the door. Hey, what's up, guys?
I'd hug his legs.
Never leave. Okay.
Which one?
Both.
Okay then.
Okay.
The third leg.
That's Drake's. So,
I've seen the video actually of the Drake leak.
Did you give it a like?
My friend showed it to me. No, I gave it a one dance.
Shane versus the allegations.
my friend. So
Shane the Drake fan?
I
like his music though.
Really?
Some of it.
All right.
Interesting.
Anyways, Bryce.
Anyways.
The funny thing is I'm actually a little more comfortable, oddly, on podcasts than I am the radio show.
Really?
Because I've done podcasts before. I did
Right.
podcasts before radio. That's where I kind of got my being used to of talking into mics and stuff and just kind of looking around a blank room because I used to do podcasts in my room on calls with my friends. I did a couple for different reasons. None of them are around anymore, so let's hope this breaks the chain, breaks
Yeah.
the streak.
Died.
But nobody died.
I remember we used to advertise a sports podcast.
That wasn't one I was a part
Yeah.
of.
Oh,
Friends.
okay. This
That
a
was just
different
my
one.
friends.
Is it still around? Or are they taking like a big hiatus
They
from it?
they were taking a big hiatus, but they want to keep it going. It's just one got really really busy in college and then had to switch jobs and got injured at work. So there was a bunch
Gotcha.
of stuff, but
Okay.
hopefully that'll be back. The other ones I don't quite know,
Okay, that's fine.
but I enjoy this, and so that's why like on the pre-recorded shows I'm comfortable. I just kind of say whatever because I know if I make a mistake or if something slips out that I don't really want to.
Yeah, it
you
can
know,
be edited.
I can feel free to be more me because we can
course.
take it out and we can discuss
Right.
it versus if I make a mistake live on the air, that's wraps. It's
Yeah.
on the
It's
air.
over.
It's on recording.
Yeah,
People have already heard it.
we don't have delay here.
We don't have delay. We don't have anything. It is
like
what
that.
you are
true.
hearing is what you're getting.
Yeah.
And so that's
Pure authentic audio.
yes, and that's why I'm a lot more comfortable on podcasts and such.
Of course.
And so yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. Pastimes other than guitar and video games, that's listening to music. That's pretty much it. So
Okay.
Mr. Shane Sagal.
All right, so hello everybody. My name is Shane Siegel, and
way.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Shane
You've
Sagal on the
Yeah.
beat.
You've interrupted us
Siegel
so
dropping
much.
the beat.
That was the whitest thing I've heard in my life.
He's a cracker.
True.
Oh, I know. Well, anyways, I was first a guest on this show back on June 8th of last year. So,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of
mentioned
fun.
when I started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
did you get
Yeah,
started?
when did
Yeah,
you
sorry
start?
to take it back here, but I was almost a day. It was week 3 of the show.
Yeah.
I went back and I remembered it was week 3 because week 1 you started and I was happy for you.
Yeah.
Week 2 I was busy on my school's golf team and I hated it.
Yeah.
So was I.
And then, well, you didn't have to stay the full season.
Womp womp.
Because you were a senior. You got to leave early. Versus me, who was stuck the whole time.
Yeah.
And then the week after that, I was like, okay, forget this. I'm not going to golf practice. I'm going to the show.
There you go.
That's what I did.
Anyways, back to me.
Back to me.
But yeah, so I first came on as a guest on June 8th of last year, and it was Hat Day, and
For the radio show.
yeah, exactly. And I
Yeah.
know Aaron was wearing a I think Detroit, it was a baseball hat. Charlie was wearing a Wario beanie.
Yeah, I had
Bryce,
to-
I don't even know what you were wearing.
What I think I was wearing the Lincoln Park hat, was it?
I think it was Lincoln
Yeah.
Park.
It was on Lincoln Park or Slash. I know that.
I don't know.
I had to
But-
represent
and for
what I
me,
loved.
I was wearing my Vegas Golden Knights hat because I came on the show after the Vegas Golden Knights had won the Stanley Cup. I know that there's a lot going on with Vegas Golden Knights, like as of now. There's a whole lot. I can go into that later, but anyways, moving on. And then I came on a second time as a guest back in December, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun being on that show. And then later on, a few months past, I talked to Charlie and Aaron. I'm just like, hey, I would like to if you guys need any help with the show, I'd be happy to help you guys
Yeah.
out in the future. And then as of February 19th, I have been an official co-host of this
Yeah.
of the radio show, and I'm on Mondays with Aaron from 4:30 to 6 and Fridays from 4 to 6. I know we had a lot with
Time changes.
time changes because it used to be like 1 to 3, then for a little bit we had 12 to 2, and then
Originally, it was also 6 to 8.
Yeah, it was 6 to 8 for a while. It was our Friday night party.
but
But nobody could listen.
Yeah,
Rough.
nobody could listen. Yeah, and then now we're officially with 4 to 6, so which is super nice. I usually call over from my college, Hope College, over in Holland, Michigan, and I'm studying. I'm studying in the field of communication. So I'm a comm major, and I like working behind the scenes of audio, podcast, radio, and also with video services because that's my current job on campus. So I get to help record events like basketball, volleyball.
Basketball.
Yeah. I know that.
Volleyball.
Basketball.
Soccer, lacrosse, and then other small events I have on campus, and it's a lot of fun. All my bosses are chill, and they also so, fun fact about one of my bosses: he actually was in a band.
Was it a
before.
good one?
It was actually a really good band, and he's done many tours and stuff with his old band. I forget his
You know the
name.
band name?
I forget what it is, but I'll
Could've been
ask.
that good.
Yeah,
I can ask him about it, and if I-
Definitely fight.
What?
Charlie just said, "Can't be that good."
Wow. And also his bandmates also got to meet Jimmy Buffett.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a total accident that happened, but they were able to meet him and actually like have a conversation with him, and he told me that he was a really nice guy too.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's just mainly about me. I like working in the comm field, and hopefully I can work in front or behind the camera one day. So it'll be fun. And some things I like to do in my spare time is hang out with friends, hang out with my girlfriend, video games, work on Legos, and we moved into a new house, and I showed you guys. My Lego. I got a Lego hallway, so it's like an L shape. It's like I have a whole like little like two sides that are just full of Legos, and it's a lot, and it's fun. So I'm also excited to be like on the show, and doing this podcast is going to be so fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I guess in terms of questions, because for context, when we're recording this, Aaron and Shane just got done recording, or doing it
live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
doing-
Sorry. Are you guys okay?
Bill O'Reilly.
all right.
We're doing it live. I'll write it down and we'll do it live.
Okay, Bill. But
Thing sucks.
He's O'Reilly factoring.
Yeah. And that is it for us today. And we will leave you with Sting and the cut off of his new album. Take it away.
And there
So-
he goes.
yep, he memorized it.
Shane, I actually didn't know that you guys had finished moving. I remember last time you were on the show, you mentioned it. Did the move go well?
Well, yeah, it actually did. It went really well. We moved in, I think, 2 Saturdays ago in our new place,
Nice.
and our house was built in 1917, so it's a pretty old house. But we're trying to work on the electrical in it, so it's going to take a while to work on
Yeah.
it because of how old the house is. But it's so nice. It's in the downtown Plymouth area.
Would you mind sharing your address?
Actually, if you might, can I have
I
your
paid-
address? Can I have your social security number and your credit card information?
Dude, I almost gave the show phone number to like a retail employee today. It happened. Okay.
Again?
So here's what happened. So I was hanging out with one of my friends earlier. Shane, I was hanging out with one of my friends earlier today, and we were looking for a new headset for me because I just kind of been putting it off or whatever. And we go to the store, whatever we find it at, and like, you know, I had a rewards membership with them or whatever, and I almost gave the radio show phone number again. No, but I stopped myself before I gave the full one this time. I was like, 248-55. Hold on, that's a lie. Sorry. Rewind it back, and then I get my real phone number, and I had to explain to my friend like, this show broke me.
It's ruining Charlie mentally.
I have yet to do that.
Really?
I haven't.
I just
I have
want to
no
get
intention.
an account at like CVS and like get a prescription or something. So like the phone, like somebody's on the air, they just get a phone call. Hello, this is CVS Pharmacy calling about your prescription.
We had that like playing on the air at one point.
That would
Hello,
be really
this is CVS Pharmacy. Your prescription is filled up. You can come by and pick it up for amoxicillin. Or Viagra.
I was thinking it.
The voice crack made that funnier.
Oh yeah.
Or Viagra.
Like, it sounds like you regretted it, which is what kind of makes it funnier.
that was
Wait a minute,
kind
hold
of.
up.
Yeah.
Stopped himself.
Yeah. The voice crack stops me. The voice is just like, no, don't do that. Just
Not today.
don't. Not today. Not today.
No.
And yes, I just did American Sign Language.
Gasp! Yes, I just did.
ASL, which is not today, which I can thank one of my friends for teaching me that. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
And
And another thing I do
nobody
is
saw it.
theater. So
That's true.
yeah.
I
Nobody
did theater
see
back
it.
in the day.
No.
I still do it.
I'm on the production side of my school's musical this week.
That's kind of
actually.
cool.
What
Very
musical?
nice.
Guys and Dolls Junior.
Guys and Dolls is good.
When is it?
Friday and Saturday.
This Friday and Saturday?
Yes.
No, I'm just thinking if that's a whole thing. Because I know they want me to show up or whatever. I don't know why, but
Because you're famous.
not really.
No, he is still on the wall.
Am I actually?
I sent you the photo the other day,
That's
actually.
right, you did.
On right outside of our choir room, there were some photos of. Well, instead of saying like, "Oh, these are our past performances," this is I'm not gonna say my school, but it's like this is this school's production stuff.
Yeah.
And they have a photo from like 2 or 3 years ago of
Yeah.
Charlie starring with our friend Luke,
Yeah,
which is very funny.
That is cool.
it's very goofy.
Yeah, and my recent show that we did at Hope College was The Addams Family, and I'll say this: college theater is way different than high school theater.
Better or worse? I know it's harder, but better or worse? Better.
Very better because everybody
Very
is
better?
like, well, it is better.
It's much better.
Yeah, much better. There we go.
I'm an English
Grammar
major.
police.
I'm an English major.
This is all I'm gonna be broke after college. Let me have this one.
No, that's not. Anyways, but yeah, like
Let's not.
yeah. Well, what's nice is that like it's everybody's like there are like certain times there's like only certain people can be in it, and like there's a lot of breaks. Everybody's like super
Right.
like, energetic about it, and everyone's just super nice, especially at my college. And our costumes that we did for the show, they were great. I'll show
Nice.
it. Yeah, let me see. I have some photos of it. Let me see if I can find like a group shot of.
Describe them in intricate.
Yeah.
In
So
detail.
basically,
detail.
yeah. So like, our Gomez is wearing like a striped suit. Our Morticia is wearing a dress. Pugsley in his like striped shirt.
What
and
about
shorts.
Jenna Ortega? What about Wednesday?
Jenna Ortega was not there, and then we also
who-
had humans like Mal Beinecke, like the Beineckes. It's a long story to explain the lore, but like here's
The
all
lore?
here's all of us together. Like I'm showing
There
a
you go.
photo of all of us together, and then there I am. I was a Roman emperor like ancestor.
Which one?
Julius Caesar.
Okay.
Because
That's not. Is it? Wait. Was Julia? I'm gonna look like
What?
an idiot, but I don't care.
Was Julius Caesar a Caesar?
No, was he Roman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was also surrounded and stabbed by his colleague.
No, I knew that
Yes.
part.
Yeah,
My brain was like,
he
I
is.
mixed up.
But yeah, what was nice
He
was
is right.
that,
Did you have to Google it?
Yeah, I just
He did
Googled it.
Google
Why
it.
did you Google it?
No, I mixed it up because Greek and Roman stuff I mix up all the time
No, that's
because
fair.
Rome
Yeah.
literally took most of their mythology from
That's fair.
Greece.
That is
So
really fair.
Yeah,
Gotta
I-
fact check.
exactly.
I just genuinely forgot.
to show some better photo. But yeah,
He's trying to
Bryce-
do the lips and then just knocks the
Yeah,
mic
Bryce
over.
is like using his
Good job,
hand
Bryce.
to imitate like yapping.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
floating
Charlie's
up it.
yapping over
No,
here.
let me
Charlie,
just-
why do you always have your pinky up when you do it?
You know, it's
He's
weird.
British.
He's fancy with it.
British.
No, I'm genuinely
guys.
serious. I can't control it. Like this just happens.
His nerves
Like this
don't
isn't a
work.
choice. It's like yeah, let me uncock the pinky. But
Decock.
Oh boy, but yeah.
isn't that just euthanasia?
But yeah, so with my costume, I had to. So I was obviously Roman. I had like a floral wreath on my hair, and then a Roman
selfie.
a toga. Thank you.
Why do it kind of look like your butt is in front?
Hold on, try to bring the picture over here.
Dog.
No, look at it. It kind of looks like either like he's caked up from the front, or like he's got some bat. You know, like the thing you do in elementary school, you grab the dodgeballs and you pretend you got like a rack.
Yeah.
Like,
It
or
looks
you're
like he
pregnant.
like did that something like that. It's weird. It's a very weirdly shaped toga.
Also, and another thing about my costume was, so all the other ancestors had to wear these style boots and stuff. So
Yeah.
there were 12
Designer?
ancestors. Yeah, there were like 12 ancestors, and so like these were the kind of boots that they wore. You can't see it, but then there's me who had these like massive like
platform shoes.
well, no, it's hard to explain, but like I had these like really massive like work boots.
Like describe them a little bit.
Like they're like Tim's but in gray. My
Okay.
boots. And then like for the other ancestor boots, they're like hot like high top boots, so they like end like just below the kneecap. They're like something like cowboys would
Okay.
wear, but not like it's not like designed like a cowboy boot. But you guys get what I'm going
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
So I was the only one with those like big boots.
I do have something fun I want to share. So, for those of you who don't know, like I said, I'm involved with my youth group, and we just did a fine arts competition.
Yes.
I actually won states for guitar solo, which was
Nice.
super fun.
Good
Got to
job.
play in front of almost 1,000 people. Super fun.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so in my church and school, because I got to do it for my school as well, they're calling me like a rock star now, right? It's funny. It's cool.
Right.
It's fun, but it's funny, right? So my first time playing, I get off stage at my school. You know, I'm shaking hands with people. We're talking. You know, it's all fun, and then like all my friends wait in line to like talk to me after as I'm getting off stage, and they're like, you know, congratulations, dude, you're awesome. You're like 500% cooler now. Your sex appeal went up like 800 times.
Wow,
that was
the dream,
something.
really.
That was something my friend Gabe told me directly. That is a direct quote from Gabe.
Okay.
As opposed to an indirect quote.
Yeah,
But it was like
Close-
hear it like murmuring.
but like yeah.
Or his
Oh, yeah.
imagination.
That too. And so then this girl I know, I'm not gonna say her name, but she waits in line, looks me dead in the eyes.
And kisses you.
No,
Oh.
arguably worse. She goes, wait, I shouldn't have said worse.
New allegations. baby!
Oh no.
Wait a minute.
No, and she looks me dead in the eyes and she goes, I want you to have my firstborn.
He already
Now-
told me this.
Now-
remember hearing about
Now, not she wants to have my firstborn. She wants me to have her firstborn.
Oh.
I sense foreshadowing.
I just looked at.
don't.
Whoa, buddy. And I just like look at her and I was like, okay, thank you. And then the next day, choir practice, because like I said, I'm on the tech team, so I have to be there at practice.
Yeah.
She goes out of her way to sit down next to me, touches her shoe to my shoe, and goes, "Our socks just kissed. I love life." And I just kind of look at her. I'm like,
She's hitting on you.
what? And then she asked for my number afterwards, and to make it even better, she already had my mom's phone number saved in her phone.
Wow.
Why go for the apple when you can go for the tree?
So true.
Charles Robinson! You stay away from my mom.
Whoa, hold on, wait a minute.
So,
I'm watching the waveform over here.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
This is us beforehand, and
Yeah.
this is afterwards. Just the absolute
It's just-
spike.
Oh, that's awesome.
that's
It's like,
glorious.
it's like what? It's
So-
like someone went from bald to a mohawk in 2 seconds. It's great.
So, yeah, I have some stories from
Yeah.
just this past week of fine arts.
Days
It's
of
been
yore.
fun. It's been crazy. I had a friend stay the night at my house, and so obviously when you have to wake up early the next morning, having somebody to keep you up until 1 a.m,
It's not good.
it's fun.
It ain't fun.
It was fun.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun, just talking, hanging out. And he's my drummer now, so
Yeah.
There you go.
making it to nationals for band, and I'll be in Columbus sometime in August, so that'll be another day I have to take off the show. Sorry, not sorry.
When are you cutting your first single?
I was about to mention this. So radio, well, no, not radio first. Well, it will be radio first because I'll make you play it.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I won't be there that week.
Oh, well, it's okay.
March
I'll take
24th. It's a Sunday. It's Palm Sunday.
Okay.
I'm putting out my first single. It's the guitar solo that I played actually for Fine Arts.
Okay.
It's called Thought to Be Wise. So I don't know when we're planning on getting this out. So maybe it's before, maybe it's during, maybe it's the day of, maybe it's after. I don't know.
We need to get a vinyl
But-
and just put it in here soon.
Dude, those
Yeah,
are
we
so
should-
expensive though. But I would
Yeah.
love that.
Love to get it
I
pressed.
put some money in that.
Actually, there is, I know personally,
Mm-hmm.
a record pressing plant down in Detroit. It's called, I think it's called 313 Records.
That's right.
Oh
You're
wow,
talking
that's
Yeah.
cool.
And I know the guy personally. He's a really nice guy. And so if we can get something with that, I will absolutely get in contact with
That'd
them
be
and help
awesome.
out.
Thank you. That would
Absolutely.
be amazing. But
Absolutely.
thank you. So I'll be out of town. I'll be going to DC with my class, so I'll be across
sorry.
the country. Thank you. Your condolences
womp.
are much appreciated.
That's
you
tr-
two had to suffer. You can't see where I'm pointing. Aaron and Charlie had to suffer through it. Shane dodged a bullet.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
goodness because
That was a wild trip.
So I left Aaron, Charlie, and Bryce's school after my 8th grade and went
Yes.
to another high school where it was an international baccalaureate school. I got my IB diploma, and yeah, so I really dodged a bullet with that school.
He did. It's funny.
Yeah,
So-
and I'm actually curious, what was it with that DC trip?
Oh.
I'm not sure.
How about
I've heard it briefly.
I would, we can get into it, but also I was thinking about this because I think we're doing like what, the 40-ish minute mark.
We're almost at 45. Yeah.
Okay, because what I was thinking, because one thing I want to do is that since all 4 of us, the first time the 4 of us has been in the same room in a minute, and one thing that I thought could be fun is if we choose a story for each of us that kind of best encapsulates who we are. So, Aaron, you go first. Do you want to? So,
Actually, I want somebody else to go first. I got to think about this.
yeah, I gotta
one.
think of my
I think
story
I got
that
something.
my magnum
so for
opus
context,
story.
we're describing ourselves.
Yes, that's
So
why I'm trying to think here.
I'm going to start with one of mine because there's many stories that I could choose to describe me just because I'm kind of just the weirdest one here, I'd argue. But I think I'll go with the one that was very recently that Aaron had to watch. So this is the other day. Aaron and I and a couple of our friends who went to the movie theaters to see Kung Fu Panda 4, as all 20-year-olds do. And
It's a good movie.
it was okay.
It was okay, but
That's
you
fine.
know, it was,
But anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But we got done with the movie and we're walking outside and we're all hanging out or whatever. And outside there was a collection of straws, still in the wrapper. Very important. Still in the wrapper. So I took one. Because why not? They're on the floor. They were free. Why not? It was funny.
Right.
And what else would I'm not giving Imagine more money. But anyway, so I took one of the straws and we're all trying to decide where we want to go to eat. We wanted to go to B-Dubs, no dice. So we went to Ford's Garage. And very good place. That was my first time
So
going
true,
there.
yeah. Same here.
And I think that was all of our first time actually in that,
Yeah,
in that
it
group.
was.
And we're all we all sit down and they give us our drinks. And of course, I had to use the Imagine Theater straw I just collected instead of the straw they gave me. Which, by the way, compare the straw they gave me was like a little thinner. This movie theater straw, thick as a licorice. This thing was massive. And so I put it in the drink, looking like a total 12-year-old. But at that point, it's funny.
Charlie
I don't
is a
care.
12-year-old.
Real. But anyway, so I put the straw in the drink, and our waiter was very nice. He was very yappy, but it was a good yap. You like that in a waiter. At least I do. But, so the guy like comes back after he like gives us something or like gives it whatever, and he's like, "Is that your own straw?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, I think I couldn't tell if he was high key judging me or just confused. Maybe a little bit of both. But in that moment, I must have just looked like the weirdest human in the world.
Yeah.
But that's me. I'm not afraid to look weird. So there you go. I think that, it sounds like the most like extravagant story of mine, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, and then so I'm not sure if you guys are still thinking, but I already have a story. So so this is during like my senior year of high school. We were doing The Little Mermaid. This was my last musical in high school, and it was getting towards like our tech. We were in our tech week, getting ready for show, and everybody was just like really down. They're just like, oh, why do we keep doing this? Keep doing this same dance over and over and over. Because like there's this one choreography where we just had to keep doing it over and over, and it's just like taking out so much energy, and it was a lot. But I just kept talking to everybody. I'm just like I was always in a good mood. I'm just saying like, hey, you're doing a good job. Keep it going. Trying to support everybody as much as I can, and just like keeping good optimism. So the best way to describe me, I'm chill even during the toughest times, and I'm very optimistic.
And that's what you need.
Exactly. Yeah. The world could use some more optimism. Right, Bryce?
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, you're on your phone.
No, I'm looking through. I have a book of out of context things that I say. It's a quote book, and I'm looking through them to try and find my moment that I can use to share here. So I am listening, and I am also trying to find. You can look. I'm trying to find the story because I have a few ideas of what I want to use, but I'm trying to look for the one. So, Aaron, are you ready?
I got a story that can definitely describe the unpreparedness of the show sometimes, and like what happens to us and just being at the stage, because I feel like a radio story is probably probably in order. So this was during, you guys remember this is during our first Thanksgiving show.
Okay, so I wasn't there for this, but I've heard some stories
strap
about
in.
this. All right,
okay.
Hold on.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll do a little. It goes together really well. A 2-in-1.
Okay.
All right.
Our first pre-recorded show. I'll throw that one in there too. So, let's start with the first one. I already have Bryce in tears right now.
I'm remembering that whole catastrophe.
All right, let's Aaron start.
Aaron, just
okay. So this was way back. This was in the very early days of the show. And so I think we were going to Disney, I want to say. So, no, maybe it was a little bit after Disney.
I thought it was before.
It might have been a little bit before. I don't remember the exact date. But anyways, so we had to pre-record a show for whatever reason. And we decided to do it in the most god-awful way possible. Now, nowadays, we have plenty of equipment here to be able to do a pre-recorded show, put it together, make it happen. It's fine. But back in the day, we didn't know what we were doing.
Right.
We had no idea what we were doing. So we went over, this was still when John was still with us on the show.
Consistently,
Yeah. And we went over to his house to record the show. And for those that don't know, John also does music production.
Yeah.
Right. So he's like in with like Pro Tools and, creating music and stuff. And he has a microphone and everything. And he has like the stuff to do it. Right. That's what we thought. We show up. There is one mic. One mic. No board, no mix, no nothing. So what we had to do was we had to record vocals and then just like pause, like just stop the recording and then just play a song. And then we would go back and forth. But the problem is we kept laughing the entire time.
The whole time we'd have a good take and one of us would just bust out into the most hysterical laughter followed by everybody else.
Or a sibling. One of the siblings would come down and start being loud, and we would have to pause the recording.
There was John literally has 8 siblings.
He does. He has a lot. He has a
lot.
of
big family.
For one of us, it was so hard to keep like 12 teens and preteens and kids under control for this.
So it was just loud, and we ended up only recording an hour. And for those that remember the early days of the show, you may have actually remembered this particular show. We just had music, all music for the second hour.
It was so funny.
It was so
like
weird.
I just gave John a playlist and said, you know what, we don't have time to record the second hour. Just do that, and we'll call it a day. It was terrible. Flash forward to Thanksgiving, and we did almost the exact same thing.
Almost.
My.
So we showed up to the station, right? Because we had to pre-record for the Thanksgiving show, because we're not going to be there on Thanksgiving.
Obviously.
It's kind of been a tradition for the past few years now. So we show up to the station, and we know they have a recording studio here.
Yep.
So we're like, okay, we're going to use the recording studio. It'll be fine. Turns out, another host here, Lindsay Renee, was also using the recording studio. So we all piled in here, and we were kind of thinking like, oh, crap, what are we going to do? We got nothing. Where are we going to record? We're screwed. So I said, you know what? Let's all hop in my car. Let's drive to my grandmother's house. Go down into her basement. I'll take my mic, and we'll just wing it. And that's exactly what we did. I had my little Tascam recorder. I had a microphone and an arm, and we just all huddled around the mic
Yeah.
and talked. And when we were taking a break from music, so I knew where the music was, I took my phone and I tilted the mic upright and put my phone on top so that we could know where all the songs were. And that's how the show worked. It was awful, but we made it happen. Nowadays, we can, we have a board and everything. We're getting mics now for remote shows. A lot of stuff has improved since then. So I think just that kind of encapsulates some early days of the show and just, how it is being the team that we are. We have to just make it happen. We make it work, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go.
So I think I have a twofer as well. Both of them. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, and I think you're seeing a lot more on the podcast than you did on the radio show, I run my mouth a lot.
Yes, you do.
A lot. Like
Way
a
more
lot,
than
lot.
Charlie.
So the other thing I really like doing, well, like I can't say really like doing, but women. I really like women.
Okay.
Yes, you
That's
do.
why I can't say I really like doing. Anyways,
Yeah.
just cut
Yeah.
that up.
It's not being cut.
Just have a really awkward shop right there. So
Yeah, because that's clearly going to be...
that's the answer. So
Okay.
fix it in post.
Yeah.
So had to say it. Charlie's whispering, don't cut it.
Don't cut it. Don't cut it.
So
Listen,
I-
his nonsense get cut, but mine doesn't get cut. That's favoritism.
Yeah, that really
because
is.
you don't want your nonsense cut. You mean every word you say.
I do.
Anyways.
Anyway.
So, I was at a movie theater. I'll do a twofer here too. So I was at a movie theater. I was watching the new. Well, it's not new anymore. Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm watching Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, and I'm making jokes about Elizabeth Olsen the whole time.
Of course.
The whole time. And my friend Ezra, for context, he's Romanian, so he's got good accuracy with this type of stuff.
Okay.
He's just getting fed up with it. Absolutely fed up because I'm making these jokes loud and the people. Well, there's actually nobody else in the theater. It was an empty theater. It was just us four in the back of the
kind of
theater.
fun,
I wonder
It was.
why.
So I'm making these jokes like, yeah, well, just making. I can't really share the jokes I was making. I'm a changed man.
Yeah.
I'm a changed man.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you?
But
Are
yes.
you really?
Yes.
Did
and
you
then
find your calling?
yes.
Okay.
And then Ezra, my dear friend Ezra, yells, "Hey, Bryce!" And I look over at him, and bam, I get hit in the eye with a shoe because I wouldn't stop talking.
Wow.
My hero.
And that's why the Romanian comes into play. They got crazy accuracy with that type of stuff, man. Headshot. His shoe, by the way, his Yeezy was so dirty. By the time we left the theater, I had a ring of zits around my eye from all of the bacteria on his shoe.
Oh, that's
It was
terrible.
nasty. It was nasty, but it was funny. And so,
Being hit in the head
Still.
with this dirty shoe. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible.
I got hit by a bus. Oh, it was
but
funny.
it was funny.
Yeah.
I got hit by a whole bag of licorice one time.
I got hit by a horse.
Oh, I got hit by.
it feel good?
I got
No.
hit in the torso with a beer bottle. Oh, it hurt. But it was fun though.
Oh yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it?
So my second story also ties into women, and
course.
Don't we all?
there was this girl I liked, right? And she went on the blessed, cursed DC trip last year.
I know
Charlie
exactly what.
knows exactly the story I'm
I
about to tell. It's
know.
one of my favorites because it perfectly symbolizes I don't know when to stop talking. So I'm talking to this girl,
Oh no.
and
exactly what this
Blabbermouth.
she's not from America.
No, she's not.
So she's going to DC. Really liked her, and I was She's trying to text, right? But she's tired. She's cranky, obviously, because it's DC. You're on a long bus ride. She didn't like her class, so she was just fed up with them, right? And I was like, so what's it like being in the American Capitol? And she's like, what's that supposed to mean? And I was just trying to make a joke out of it, but my genius response is, it's weird. You're weird.
Oh.
And I tried to say it by going, but weird is cool.
Yeah.
Almost saved it.
But then she just, it's Snapchat, so I can kind of see like her little Bitmoji like staring at me, and I'm like, oh, crap. And so she's like, and she's like, thanks, question mark. And I don't know how to save this. So my
you didn't.
best response, I did not. My best response was, I don't think I'm sober.
Bruh.
Oh, Bryce.
And
You sweet summer child.
I was completely sober, but I didn't know how to save it. So I go, this is it. I don't think I'm sober. And she just goes, and I go, Starbucks spiked my drink.
Guys,
That's a lot better than like
Bryce is not good with women.
I see her Bitmoji just disappear. And I was like, I'm gonna go die now. I literally texted. I was like, I'm gonna go die now. And then she goes, no, don't die.
Why do you keep texting
guys? And then after that, I literally threw my phone across the room and I said, well, there goes any shot I had with this girl.
There goes your shot with any woman.
Any woman. So
Bryce, if you need,
I'm great at fumbling girls, folks. I have many
That is
stories.
true.
Maybe some will be shared another
Lord
time.
knows he'll let him in the NFL because he would fumble.
Bryce,
Oh, man.
I can give you advice with women.
Please.
He's the only one with a girlfriend here, so
Yeah, this is true. And Charlie has also given
some advice, all right,
about to help with women. But
The
even though
zestposal.
he's single, like a Pringle.
listen. For context of my advice on women, sometimes Bryce doesn't know when I'm joking,
And I go through with it, but it works.
Do you want? Hold on. Can I tell a very quick story about
Yeah.
that? So there's this one time when Bryce was asking me. There's another girl he liked, and he was like, "Listen, how do I do it?" So I told him this joke. It was a very simple joke. You go up to her with a bag of Burger King zesty sauce, and you tell her it's you, me, and this bag of zesty sauce between us. Bryce, would you like to finish this story?
So, later that night.
I
hate that it's later that night.
Later that
It was
night.
after one of our shows. It was when we were still Thursdays.
Great.
Me, Charlie, and Aaron all set out to Burger King and Zap Zone.
Yeah.
Told the Zap Zone guy our plan because the Zap Zone is right down the road from
That
Burger
was
King.
after I mixed up Florida State with the Cleveland Browns.
And the Zap Zone manager looks at me and goes, "Good luck, dude." So
That's how we
take-
talked.
I take this these 2 tubs of Burger King zesty sauce. I get on.
Tubs. They were like packets.
It's a tub.
Okay.
I get on one knee. I peel back the wrapper.
Did you actually get on one knee?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Wow.
And I said, "Will you be the zest to my fest?"
I might.
And she said, "Yes."
I might. That's an idea for me in the future.
Don't
boy.
repeat it! He's the onion ring! He's still the onion ring!
He's still single. It's not repeatable.
No,
This thesis statement should not be tested.
my girlfriend will know. No, it's a joke.
Would she?
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think so.
Engaged with an onion ring and a tub of zesty sauce. My man,
No,
that's
the
the way I like
sauce
it.
will be the actual. Well, let's say
Listen.
like the diamond on
This
the onion
marriage,
ring.
I want to have it your way.
It's. I want you to rule this marriage. That's McDonald's.
Will you be my burger queen? Yeah, that was McDonald's, you idiot!
I know.
Will you
be my burger queen?
will
And
you
may
be
we
the
live at a
Dairy
White
Queen
Castle?
To my Dairy King. There is a Dairy King.
I know.
Is it good?
It is.
Okay.
It's somewhere up north, I think. But
No, there's one
It was
here
a
too.
street.
Oh, really?
It was a street.
There's one in, I
Nice.
want to say Plymouth, actually.
Oh, nice. I might hit that up.
It's
soon.
good.
I might have to hit that up.
It's good. So, yeah, I have a lot of great stories about women. Some good, some bad, all of them funny.
Can I tell one?
If it's the one I think of, sure.
Okay. So, this is on the accursed DC trip.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wait. Does that not have to do with me?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, go.
So this is on the cursed DC trip, and there's this one girl who I think was into me at the time.
Oh, I know this story.
I don't think Shane's heard this story.
I don't
yet,
think
this is
so,
fun.
but I'm eager.
So the whole trip, she was like talking to me or whatever, and you know, my brain was like, "Is she in it? I don't know." Because here's my problem. I'm very indecisive. I'm very decisive in other aspects of my life. This part of my life, very indecisive.
True.
But yeah, he's right. But hold on. How do I phrase this in terms of? So I was playing Pokemon Go late at night. We're all walking somewhere or whatever. I don't even remember where
Go to the
I don't even remember
polls.
where
Such
we
were
were
on the
walking.
bus.
No, we were walking because we were all in public. So we're all walking, and I'm playing Pokemon Go, and I'm like kind of frustrated at the game because I was trying to catch this specific Pokemon, and in my anger, here's what I yelled: "I want you. I need you." She looks at me longingly, as if this was a confession. I look at her dead in the eyes and tell her, "Not you!" It was the funniest thing. And as soon as I said it, I immediately regretted it. One of my other friends was there. She looked at me just like, that's what I am. It's like, oh my God.
This happened. This
and
is real.
any chance I ever had with her, down the drain. Immediately. I'd argue that was worse than Bryce's fumble, because at least
one of them.
You tried to save it. I couldn't save mine. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Good job, Charlie.
I feel we can't end the show on that, can we?
I think we can.
I sure think we can.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been an hour.
It has been an hour and 3 minutes.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. This has been a very fun experiment we're trying out within a Revolving Door Media, or whatever we're calling this team.
Yeah.
We don't have social medias as of recording this, but I'm sure Aaron will record a nice little blurb to where you can find us on Instagram or whatever. We'll figure that out later. But as of right now, this is Charlie Robinson, and I'm signing off.
I am Bryce Guskovic, and I'm saying goodbye.
And I am Shane Siegel, and I am saying have a good day.
And I'm Aaron Gresser. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to the Double After Hours podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Be sure to check out our social media pages on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I'm Aaron Gresser, and thanks for staying after hours.